Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. Now that the trailer has been released for the new Addams Family film, coming out in 2019, I decided to look at the iconic family just in general. The Addams Family has had a lot of iterations. The original comic strip, the cartoon, the TV show, the 90s cartoon. Well, most people know the Addams Family from the 90s films.
Thing, you're a handful. Done this before.
The funny thing is, when that came out, the creators of the 1960 TV show tried to sue the film, saying that they took too many elements from their story. The producers of the movie said, no, we just took elements from the original comic strips. They asked, okay, what did we steal from your show? Their answer was, their names. Everybody knows the Addams Family's names. Gomez, Morticia, It, Thing, Lurch, Pugsley, Wednesday, Fester, whatever hell she's called. But the thing is, all those names were invented in the 1960s show. Originally, the Addams Family had no names whatsoever. And that is the first fact about the Addams Family. Let's dive in. Despite the fact Uncle Fester is the driving force for both Addams Family films in the 1990s, he actually barely appeared in the comic strips. When I say both, I mean two, because there is no third Addams Family film. By the way, the first person to say that I look like Uncle Fester, the joke's on you, because I already dressed up for him for Halloween. So who looks like an idiot now? Morticia's maiden name is Frump. Wednesday Addams' name references the nursery rhyme, Wednesday's child is full of woe. Gomez was meant to be called Repelli. Pugsley was meant to be called Pubert. In the film The Addams Family Values, Gomez's second son is called Pubert. Morticia and Gomez usually call each other Boobile, which is Yiddish for darling. Wednesday has a pet black widow spider called Homer. She also has a headless doll called Marie Antoinette. Pugsley's pet octopus is called Aristotle. Although everyone knows it, the characters have many cousins including Blah, Bleak, Blink, Blob, Cackle, Caliban, Clot, Melancholia, Fungus, Plato, Slimy, and Turncoat. Let's look at the 1964 TV show. Jackie Coogan plays Uncle Fester. After he got turned down during the audition, he went home, shaved his head, did his own makeup, and returned to the audition. This time, he won the role. Morticia's man-eating plant is called Cleopatra. Cousin It's voice was created by the actor speaking gibberish on a tape recorder and then fast-forwarding it. In case you didn't know what Gomez's job is, he's a lawyer. Ted Cassidy plays Lurch. For some reason, he received a lot of fan mail from teenage girls. Lurch was supposed to be mute, but in one episode, he improvised the line, "You rang," which got a lot of the studio audience laughing. As a result, he was given more dialogue. Thing is played by the same actor as Lurch. Thing was supposed to be right-handed. Cassidy made him left-handed in some episodes, just to see if anyone would notice. Nobody did. Despite the fact Gomez and Morticia are meant to be one of the most affectionate couples in all storytelling, they never kiss once on the lips in the show. The Addams Family song, which is one of the most iconic theme songs of all time, is only voiced by one guy, and he overdubbed his voice 3 times, so it sounds like a singing trio.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together hooky, the Addams Family.
The doorbell is a foghorn. Cousin It's favorite hangout is the chimney. In the Spanish dub, Thing is called Fingers, Gomez is called Homero, Uncle Fester is called Lucas, Pugsley is called Pericles, and Wednesday is called Merlina. Cousin It is the only character whose name was carried over from the original comic strips. Carolyn Jones plays Morticia as well as her sister Ophelia. There was a cartoon of the Addams Family in 1973. There's not much of interest about the TV show except one thing. In some episodes, Pugsley is voiced by Oscar winner Jodie Foster. She was only 10 years old at the time. Okay, let's look at the movies. Gomez is played by Raul Julia. Julia said he was more proud of this role than anything he had ever played. In the last few months of his life, just before he died from a stroke and stomach cancer, he said that it warmed his heart to see children passing by him and smiling as they recognized him from the Addams Family film. Angelica Houston plays Morticia. To make her eyes look slanted, the crew members had to attach strings with gum to the outside corners of her eyes. To emphasize her look in the sequel, Morticia is lit separately from the rest of the characters. In these shots, a light is passed across her eyes and gradually fades away to ensure she resembles the original look for Morticia. God, they put so much effort into making her look right. I wonder how terrible she would look if they just shot her normally. Oh. Dear God. Christopher Lloyd plays Uncle Fester in the Addams Family. It took me years to realize that that's the same guy as Doc in Back to the Future and Judge Doom in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He was the very last person to be cast. In fact, he wasn't even cast by the time the trailer for the Addams Family came out. In the trailer, you can see that Fester is played by a stand-in. Cher lobbied for the role of Morticia. Also, Anthony Hopkins was offered the role of Uncle Fester, but he turned it down. Weirdly, apart from Great Britain, this film wasn't available on DVD until 2013. Because of the gothic nature of the film, many people thought Tim Burton directed it. Although he didn't, he was supposed to direct the film. At the time of this film's release, every one of the main actors of the original TV show had died except John Austen, who played Gomez. Speaking of which, in the 1992 animated series The Addams Family, John Austen reprised the role of Gomez. That's right, it's actually played by the exact same actor 28 years later.
I do think our guests are charming, don't you?
Yes, especially the one with the scar.
Wait till the Happy Dale Club hears about this A-plus project. What flair! What creativity!
In this film, Granny is played by Carl Kane. She was played by Judith Malina in the previous film. Although Granny is Morticia's mother, the actress is actually 1 year younger than she is. Nathan Lane, best known for playing Timon in The Lion King, cameos as a cop about an hour into the film. Funny enough, he actually went on to play Gomez in the 2010 Broadway musical of The Addams Family. Gomez's son, Pubert, is actually played by twin girls, Caitlin and Kristen Hooper. The first animated film of The Addams Family will be released in 2019. Oscar Isaac provides the voice of Gomez. This is the third time he's portrayed a comic book character. He plays the titular character in X-Men Apocalypse, and he provides the voice of Spider-Man 2099 in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. In the film, Wednesday's pignails are shaped like nooses. The tagline is, "Think your family's weird?" As soon as Oscar Isaac became famous, people have been saying for years that he should play Gomez in an Addams Family film. So when he accepted the role in this film, it sounded like perfect casting. Literally the first time I ever saw Oscar Isaac in anything, I said, wow, he looks exactly like Gomez. As soon as the trailer was released, viewers criticized Gomez's horrid appearance, but the problem is that Gomez just looks like Gomez. That's literally exactly what he looked like in the original comic strip. And finally, the Addams Family were the first family on television to own a computer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Please let me know if there's any other videos you want, and I'll upload it as soon as possible.